Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today in this video, we're going to talk about how to customize the stage display screen that's on the stage for the worship leaders or anyone else in the band to see. So let's just go ahead and get started. As you can see, we have ProPresenter 6 open here on this computer. To get to the stage display configuration, we're going to do ProPresenter 6, Preferences, and on the Display tab, usually it starts in General. On the Display tab, Configure Stage Display. Once we've gotten here, you can see this big menu coming up from the settings wheel. You can see all these boxes that we have. And so we really just want to go through and choose what's necessary and get rid of what's not. So as you can see, all these boxes you can move, you can size in different ways. And so really you're just going to want to play with that with your screen and probably your worship leader and get it to how they want it, how it makes their life a little easier. And so in the settings wheel, we got current slide clicked, which is great. Next slide click, which is great. We don't need notes of any sort or chord charts. Always make sure your slides are static. That allows the backgrounds to move with them seamlessly. And then you can see we have the clock, always useful, and countdown. Good to have for pre-service. And then teaching clock. If you had live teaching, you'd definitely want that on there. And then video countdown would be for like a life change video during service. They could see how much longer it has in it. So all that's great. I think we should use all of it. Message we don't need. Use flash color we don't need. Use overrun color, red. This is good for teachers. So once the clock expires and you have overrun selected in your clocks icon menu, then if you have this clicked, once the clock expires, it'll turn red and count negative. So all that's great. So we have everything we need on the screen. So let's just format it a little bit. Again, yours might not end up looking like this just due to your screen, what you have there, what helps your worship leader the best. But typically we're going to have our clocks up here, maybe a little smaller, teaching clock, countdown, video countdown, and time clock. And then we'll have our current slide here and our next slide. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to a slide in a worship song and then go back to this menu and you should be able to see what we're looking at. So if we had this, I believe, and we're on this slide and we go back to our preferences, display, configure stage display, you can see we have our lyrics here and we have our next slide here. So I think we can definitely move this up. You're never going to have anything higher than how your format allows it. So you can always play with this, move this up, and then this allows you to maybe make the next slide a little bigger. Stick that in the bottom corner. And so you might have something like this. Again, feel free to check your stage display at your campus. Yours might look a little different, but this should get you started. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your campus AV staff, and they'll be sure to help. Thanks.